Okay, cool. We are back on StreamYard. Good. Well, we have, hey, Jeff Thorson. So we have, this is kind of an interesting camera. It's the GoPro. It's a very wide angle, but it seems to be working okay. So for anybody that was here on, Rex Waldy is there too. Hello, Rex. Hello. And I can actually show comments again now like this. Ah, yay. And does this button work? Oh no, this button still doesn't work. Oh, it only works on certain views. That's true. 3D Medic Vince, hello, good evening. We are back, and I believe I have the issue fixed. We rebooted the PC, number one, which I had a lot of stuff open, and when I rebooted, I had to launch a few different things to get everything working again. And so we've rebooted the PC. Oh, I hate this shirt. I got these big bumps on my shoulders here. Anyways, hey, Scott Lemke, good evening, and non-fam, hello, sir. Anyways, rebooted the PC. We rebooted the modem upstairs. I think we're good to go with continuing with the firmware installation from the other night. Now, I wasn't on last night. I have caught myself a little bit of a head cold, which maybe I'm sounding like it a little bit, but I'm on some Tylenol cold and flu medication. I've taken the daytime stuff, and I'll take the nighttime stuff tonight, but I wanted to pop on anyways and see if we can get this software going a bit. Hey, Shadell, hello, sir. And Scott Lemke, oh, I already said hi, but hey, I appreciate you guys joining me. That's great. I'm back streaming through StreamYard through my ATEM. I figured out how to do it. So it's much easier for me to watch and look at things now, and I can do stuff like I can actually play my videos, and I can play my different clips on StreamYard, et cetera, like I can play this thing. I can play my, and wow, it's pretty cool. So we're slowly making progress here on the streaming. So Stream Elements bot is running. Yeah, okay. We'll see what Stream Elements bot does for us. But anyways, where's my display here? Boom. And if I go to this button here and then the display here. So let's go ahead. We'll switch over to this screen here. And we will go ahead and let's get, actually it was, who was it that was showing me the other day to go through? I think it was to go right through the Windows command prompt right here. So we'll go through command prompt. We'll go through command prompt, and we will go SSH pi at 10.0.0.178. And we get the pi password, which is raspberry. And then we are in. Let me just pull up the instructions let me bring that window down and pull up the instructions themselves from the Voron design. And we're going to go ahead and get this going. So there we go. Okay, so now what we want to do on here is we want to type in sudo. This is where we were getting stuck the other night, and I think we're going to be okay right now. Sudo apt install make password raspberry. Okay, we are done. Okay, now I got a cd to Klipper, so ~/ Klipper. Done. Now we got to go make clean. Okay, and then we got to go make menu config. Okay, brings us into here. So far, so good. Let's see how many guys are. How many do we have on there right now so far? We have looks like a few. 10 people. Cool. That's awesome. Appreciate that. Okay. Now we want to go through here. We want to enable. I think I want to enter there. Nope. Spacebar. Nope. Oh, I'm on the wrong. Helps if I put my mouse on the right screen. So we'll come over here and we will enable extra low-level configuration options. Okay, and then we want microcontroller to be STM ST Microelectronics STM32. So we want to come down, enter here, and then we want to get this one right here. Okay, and the processor model we know is the 446 from last time we looked it up. So that's the STM32F446. Hey, Tunigan, hello, sir. Hope you're having a good night. I'm flashing Klipper firmware tonight yourself. Nice. Hopefully it's going to work better tonight. Okay, and we want the bootloader to be 32KIB, which we are on. We want the clock reference to be 12 megahertz crystal. Let's go to 12 megahertz crystal. Community interface, PA 12, 11 PA 12. Nope, see big tech documentation if you are using UART rather than USB. No, we're using USB. Okay, so I think so. We've got that. We've got this set, the 446, 32 bootloader, 12 megahertz crystal. Okay. We are on the top one, specify GPIO. I think everything is fine here. Once the configuration is selected, press Q to quit and yes to save. So if I go Q, so we're done here, Q and yes to save. There we go. Okay. Now I got to run the command make. Okay, we are making our, or we are compiling our bin, our firmware.bin file. So obviously my internet issues the other night were something either to do with rebooting my modem or rebooting my computer. And there we go, creating hex file out /clipper.bin. So we've created our clipper.bin file. Okay. Execute these commands via SSH to rename the firmware file to firmware.bin. So now we're going to CD. We are in Klipper, so we don't have to CD, and then we need to go mv out /clipper.bin space out /firmware.bin. Okay, so obviously that renamed the file to firmware.bin. Now, important if the file is not renamed here. I'm just going to show you the instructions I'm reading here, right here. So it says if the file is not renamed, the firmware will not be updated properly. The bootloader looks for a file named firmware.bin. What's up, Zexelter? Hello, sir. So use a tool such as CyberDuck or WinSCP to copy the firmware bin file off of your Pi onto your computer. So I need to find, so I'm going to move this back over here. I need to find the firmware.bin file. So I have, I believe, let me look in here. I think I have WinSPC, WinSCP. So we will launch WinSCP, which is right here. And it's telling me that a new version has been released. Let's do the upgrade. What the heck? Since we're here, we're all friends. We'll just do the upgrade. And I'm going to download it. Okay, why am I getting all these ad things? You know what? For now, let's not. Upgrade to WinSCP 5. Oh, that's why. I hit the wrong button. I hit one of the ads. Sorry, something went wrong. Please try closing and reopening your browser window. Okay, we're not going to play that game. I'm just going to use the current edition I have. Hey, Maker Viking. Hello, sir. Okay, so I'm just going to use WinSCP. The current version I have, so I'm just going to ignore. There we go. So we're going to log into 10.0.0.178, and we are Pi, and we are Raspberry. And we are going to connect, and yes, we want to. Okay, so Now, I believe it is found under the Klipper. I'm not sure exactly where to find this, but I'm going to find it. Let's see. It's going to tell me here. Power off the octopus, insert the mic. Okay, so I need to find, I think it's under Klipper. No, and it would be under out. And it would be firmware.bin right there. That was created today at 6:55. That's the file I need right there. It's firmware.bin. So I'm going to copy that just over to my desktop. Did that actually? Oh, I can't do it that way. I guess I have to come over here. And I have to go to my, or do I? Can I not just drag that from here onto my desktop? Yes, let's replace it. So where did it go? I think it went to my other monitor. Hang on one sec. Let's just see. If I have a file called firmware.bin on this desktop, there it is right there. So I'll just drag it over here so you can see it right there. There it is right there. Okay, let me bring you guys back up and into the picture again. There we go. Okay, so we have firmware.bin. I am going to put in, now they are saying to me, in this window, they are saying, ensure your SD card is formatted FAT32, which most of the new ones are. So I am, and well, which it pretty much is. So I am going to grab the SD card. Now, the $50 question is, where did I put that SD card from last night? There it is. It's a black SD card on my black desk mat. Okay, so we're going to pop this in over here. Like so. Oh, and whack my knee on my desk like so. And we're going to go ahead. I don't think I need to format this, but I don't think it needs formatting. I think it's going to be in the right format. We'll copy that firmware.bin file into there. We will eject the SD card. Kaboom, like so. Yeah, we'll end that session. I don't need to be in there again right now. Okay. We'll grab the SD card. We will switch over to this guy here, to this camera. And I know it seems a bit dark there. Let me turn another light on. There we go. It's a little bit better. Now we're going to have to power off the printer. And once we're powered off, we can then insert the SD card into the octopus right here. Hang on. Let me get you guys the... is that this one? Yeah, that's this one. I got to switch over to this one and then switch over to this one. See, I've got, where's my camera control for that camera? Glad this is just an impromptu stream. I want my Insta. I need my Insta360 controller app. There we go. It's going to pop up any second here. There you are. That's the view I want. There we go. So now I can switch this over here. There we go. Okay, let's minimize that. And we have this on here. So now we're going to pop this into the octopus. I hope that's the right way. We'll find out. And that is the correct way. So that's in there. Doop, doop, doop. Okay. Hey, Duff. Hello, sir. So we got that into the octopus. Okay, and let's power it up and see what happens. Let me make sure there's nothing else I got to do in advance. I should really be following the instructions like a good builder. Install the card, power up the octopus. After a few seconds, the octopus should be flashed. Okay, so let's power it up again. And we're going to flash the octopus. We should get rid of a blinking red light, which we did. So the light that was blinking red is no longer blinking. We're reading the card. We've got the blue light reading the card. Okay, that's a good sign. Now we're just going to let the Pi power up a little bit, and then we'll see if we can pick it up. Now the next instructions, you can confirm the flash was successful by running this command here. So we'll do that in a second here, because it's going to give me a USB Klipper, sort of a serial number type thing. James L., what are instructions? Yes, exactly my sentiments. So, you know, I hear you, man. I know what you mean. So let's flash over to the display here. Now it says I confirm by typing ls /. Oops. Oh, I got to get back into it because I turned it off. Duh. So let's go SMB Pi at 10.0.0.178. SMB. Was it SMB? Was that the command I used before? I don't remember. SSH, SMB. SSH, Tim. SSH Pi at 10.0.0.178. There we go. Raspberry. There we go. Okay, now we can go ls /dev / serial / BYID. And then we do. So we do have it. So it says it should come up with this. We have our successful Klipper STM32F446XX and the serial number, which I'm going to need eventually. So the DEF in the end, here, let me go back here. In the end, I rebooted my computer, which actually had some updates to do when I rebooted it. And I rebooted my modem upstairs, my Shaw cable modem, and everything seems to be working fine now. So it was obviously something in the computer or the modem. I think the modem was fine. I think it was more so rebooting the computer because the modem was working fine for Ethan and his Xbox games and everything. There was no problem with downloading and streaming and stuff. So I think it was my PC that needed rebooting because it hadn't been rebooted in a long time. So. Okay, so we are working here now. So let's switch back over to this guy. Let's open a browser window here. Let me grab a new browser window. Actually, I think this one will be fine. Let me just open this browser window here. Open a new window here. And let's go 10.0.0.178. And this should bring us right into Klipper. And of course, we're going to get errors because there's no config file. So it looks like it's working. Okay, so typical IT fix, reboot the computer. Isn't that true, right? Yeah, that's so true. Oh, sorry. Yeah, this camera here, and then I can, because I want to keep this other screen on too. Typically true. So there we go. Okay, so I'm going to why is it doing that? Why can I not? Hang on a minute here. There we go. Okay. So now, let me grab the instructions again from Voron here. Okay, important. If the Octopus is not powered with 12 to 24 volt, Klipper will be unable to communicate with the TMC drivers. Okay, so we're fine that way. Okay, we're okay that way. I did check. There was a big warning at the top saying that sometimes the Octopus boards come with firmware pre-installed that will cause my heaters to turn on as soon as I power on the computer or the printer with the everything hooked up. I made sure I turned it on and I kept feeling the nozzle in the bed, etc. No heaters came on automatically. So Hey, Golden Jaguar. Hello, sir. Hello. Hope you had a good stream today. I'm sorry I couldn't make it back, but circumstances were as they were. So, yeah, master fix equals reboot for sure. Okay, now the fun begins, as Will says. Yes. So I'm going to go. Let's see. I think we are okay here. Back to software. So I'm going to go back to the. Let's see. I'm going to go back. Oh, I must have closed that window. So I'm going to go back into the Trident LDO instructions, and they have a link to the config file that they would like me to use. So let's go here and let's go to this document here, and I'm going to just go to the link. So they're saying to use the LDO Klipper config file. Okay, so let's link to that config file. Okay, so I'll show you guys what I'm seeing here now. So this is basically where they've had me go. And this is the LDO Voron Trident printer octopus config file. So I'm going to copy this complete file. Doop. Or can I download the file? Let's see. Go to file. This is in GitHub. And I'm trying to think, is there a way to download this, or do I have to copy and paste the whole thing? Let's see. I think, oh no, I can copy and paste the whole thing. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, see you in a bit. Okay, copy and create your own printer. Oh yeah, I'll create my own, yeah. So we're gonna copy this. And let's go in here, let's go to machine, and let's create upload, add a file. We're going to call this printer.cfg. We go into the printer config, and we are going to paste. We got a whole bunch of pasting going on there. So I know we got to make some changes in here. Okay, so I'm going to save and close for now. Actually, know what I should have done. I don't have to go back. I'm going to save and restart. We're going to come up with some errors. No doubt. Okay, Z position selection, Z tilt must be specified. Okay, Z positions in section Z tilt must be specified. This is the fun part. This is where, oh, there's download at the top. Yeah, copy and paste download. It all works. So let's see. That error, that error was, the first error that we had was Z positions in the section of Z tilt. Let's go see what that's all about. Let's go into the printer config. Well, let's go down here line by line. So my MCU, I have to, let me first of all, well, it's fresh in my mind. Let's go back here. Let's copy this serial here. Actually, I believe all I need is the STM portion, I believe. Let's just see if I copy this, Command C. Oh, that's not the way it's going to work on this. This I have to Command Shift C. I believe. I don't know. So different in Windows. Is that going to work? It did work. Okay, there we go. So we have that. Let's save that. Okay, so we got our serial in here. So we have our dev serial. And let's get our printer corrects Y, maximum velocity. We'll worry about that after. Okay, XY stepper settings. They should be good. We'll be doing the tests on those. Okay, uncomment for 250 millimeter build. Okay, so we're going to uncomment this because it is a 250. So we'll take, oops, don't take any letters out. Just take the comments out. And okay, we have that one done. That's the 250 build. Okay, we'll keep going. There's our steppers, our stepper X, our stepper Y. Homing speed, we can worry about all this after and tweaking this. So uncomment for 250 millimeter build. So we'll uncomment for the position of the end stop, position max and position end stop, 250. Okay, and let's keep going down. Stepper Y, stepper Z settings. Okay. Now I'm going to just quickly swing back over to the, where am I here? On this one, quickly swing over to the, oh, where did I put it? Oh, I was going to open up, I think I closed the window already. Oh, there it is right there. I just want to back up on this window and just see if they say anything specific. They don't. No. Okay. So there's no specificities in the actual Voron or LDO guide. Typo for you: to remove or add a comment, select and hit Control plus. Really? So if I go, for instance, here and hit Control and the slash. Oh, that removes it. Or if I want to put it back, I go like that. Add or remove a comment, hit Control plus slash. Interesting. So if I want to add a comment here, I'm curious. Control. Oh man, who knew that? Well, now I know. Thanks, Will. Nice to get these little tips every once in a while and get to know these things. So thank you. That's cool. Okay. Okay, Z position of nozzle in millimeters to Z end stop point relative to the print surface. Okay, we have to figure all of this out eventually when we're gonna calibrate where the where the nozzle comes down to the Z end stop trigger. So we're gonna have to do all that after. A lot of setup to do here, but this is the fun part. Okay. Okay, and these should be all set because we have 2209 drivers, I believe. Yeah. Okay. So keep going down. These are our steppers, the extruder. Boom, boom, boom. We should be good. Okay. Update below when you perform extruder calibration, which we will. And we're using the Bondtech 5mm drive gear, so our rotation distance should be good. Okay. 200 for 1.8 degree, 400 for 0.9 degree. Okay. Filament diameter is 175, nozzle diameter is 4, heater pin is PA1. Check the thermistor type you have. Okay, because this is an LDO config file, a lot of this stuff is all preset for me. Okay, so we have our extruder, then we have our bed heater. Okay, heater pin PA2. I think we're okay here. Probe, we're going to copy everything over from the other one for the clicky probe. We'll get to that though. And I think I've uncommented everything I need at the okay. Uncomment below for 250mm build. Okay, so if I go Control slash that, if I go down Control slash, I did not know I could do this. That makes it so much quicker. There we go. That makes things so much quicker. Thanks, Will. I don't even have to make sure I have the mouse in the exact position to do the backspace thing. So, okay, that was the 250 build. And that was for the Z-tilt. Okay. And I think we're good here. Now here we are for displays. Okay, rep, full graphics smart controller, mini LCD. Okay, we have the NeoPixel BTT Mini 12864, I believe, is a display we have. we have a Big Tree Tech display. Yeah, it's got to be. Display. Okay, that's not the display. Which, anyway, I'm going to worry about the display after. I want to get everything else going. Then we have our macros. Uncomment for your build size printer. Okay, so we're going to go here and uncomment this. 250 build. Okay. Okay, we'll play with all these macros after. Okay, let's see what this does. So let's save and restart. And we're probably going to come up with more errors. Yep. Sensor type in section extruder must be specified. Okay. Extruders. So sensor type under the extruder. So let's go back and have a look at that. Let's go ahead and do a quick find for extruder. Okay. Okay, let's close this off. Where's my sensor? Okay. Hey, design it, build it, repair it. How are you, sir? Highlight the whole section and do the same command. Oh, okay. Well, cool. I didn't know that. Huh. Okay, that's good to know. Okay, I got to do a search for sensor. Oh, there we are, right there. Okay. Sensor type ATZ Semitic. So I have to uncomment that sensor. Okay. And I think that was it. Let's see what else we have to find here. Let's see what else it gives me for errors. Printer is not ready. The Clippy host software is attempting to connect. Please retry in a few moments. Okay, well, that's all right. Okay, so let's see. Well, let's do some updates since we got a bunch of updates. Let's get the updates done as well right now. So I can actually come in here and get my mug out of the way. Whoops. Get that out of the way while we do some updates here. Okay, update finished. Let's go ahead and update the crow's nest. Okay. I didn't know we had birds in this build, but hey, let's update crow's nest. And then we're going to have to update Moonraker. This is the patience part. The build was fun. Firmware's fun too, I suppose. And Moonraker update. And close. Okay. And that's it for the updates for now. Okay. So we are starting up. Of course, I probably broke it. Let's go ahead and do a restart here. Or do I do a restart here? Anyways, we'll just restart and see what happens. Okay, the MCU. Okay, so something with the MCU. So that is, from my experience, that is something to do with the serial number, is it not? So let's see. Maybe I didn't copy. Maybe I needed to copy this whole thing. This whole line right here, copy. Okay, let's see if that was my issue on that. And then we have to push this in here and paste that in. Maybe I needed that entire line. Look at that. Nope. Klipper report shutdown. So MCU ADC out of range. This generally occurs when a heater temperature exceeds its configured minimum temperature or maximum temperature. My heaters aren't on. My fans are on. So I got some fans coming on, but I don't have heaters coming on. ADC out of range, when heater temperature exceeds its configured min temperature. Well, let's see what my minimum temperature is for the heaters. Okay, heater bed, min temperature 0, max temp 120. Okay. Extruder. Hey, Ricky B. Check logs in real time. Tail F. For troubleshooting, put min temperature to minus 200. Oh, interesting. Okay, well, we can do that. Let's do that. Where's my bed? Oh, the bed was up here. So we can put the bed min temp to minus 200. Not that it'll ever hit that minimum temperature. Now, where is my hot end min temperature? Right here, min temperature 10. Okay, so we can do the same thing there. Okay, let's see if that gives me some satisfaction. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Look at this. So we got that. Look at that, Will. That helped. So we have a virtual SD card, pause, resume, and not defined. G-code macro pause is not defined. That's fine. So these are all minor little things. Fact is that we are in, and we can. Let's see if my lights work. My lights work. Oh, my case lights work. That's cool. Like, look. My case lights came on. I just like to see one thing work. It means they're in, they're off now. I like to see one thing work. It means that I got the wiring done correct for one thing, at least on the printer. So good to know. Okay. And then I can actually see if my fan comes on. Let's see. Yep, fans come on when I command it to come on. Fan off, and the fan goes off. Okay, so we're doing something right. Now I have to do a little bit of fun here. You have a problem on bed temperature sensor. It's showing temperature. I know it's cold outside. It's showing minus temperature. Oh, I get it. And it could very well, I mean, it shouldn't be showing a minus temperature, although the bed is very cold. So that is probably, sorry if I sniff there. I'm trying not to. I'm fighting a head cold here, guys. So I'm going to mute you for a minute while I do this. Oh, I don't think I muted that. Sorry. I hit the wrong button. Okay, let's worry about all these other things after. Virtual SD card, all this other stuff, display status, because obviously right now my display is not going to be on because I have not set up the config for the display. So let's go back into here. Let's see. I can probably let's see which heater was giving me the issue. So let's go back up to the extruder. Let's set this minimum temp to 0. Let's save and close. Let's save. Actually, switch over. Let's save and restart that. And let's see if I get the same, if I get the error, if we're okay. Here we go. Okay, so it's definitely the bed thermistor then. So let's go back to machine. Let's go to printer config. Let's check down the bed thermistor. So let's just change this. I just want to see if I change that to -5. It actually could be that the bed is just very cold, because it is cold in here. Okay, yeah, so there we go. So if I not shut down, yeah. Okay. Okay, so it is something to do with the bed thermistor for sure. How to fix that, I'd have to do some looking up. The bed temperature sensor. So I don't know what I would do to. Now I could check all my connections. It's possible it's not connected properly. It's a physical issue. Cabling thermistor pinout. Yeah. Okay. So we got to correct these little issues as they come up. So let's go ahead. I'm just going to change that again so that I can get these fans to turn off. Let's change that again, restart that fan off, and I'll check the wiring and connections on the bed thermistor. Because yeah, it starts up great otherwise, and it's showing. Yeah, my bed is actually showing. Now that I looked at it properly, the bed is showing -49 degrees. You can see it there. It's showing up as -49 degrees Celsius, which is a little chilly. Just 2 wires. Yeah, let's go ahead and check these and see. So, oh, why are my case lights on again? Let me turn my case lights off. Oh, it's just because they're on just a tiny bit. It's probably in the config to turn the case lights on just a little bit. So I am going to, first of all, I'll trace the bed thermistor down to here. So let's see which one's my bed thermistor here. XN stop. What's this one here? YN stop. It's going to be this. CT chamber thermistor, and this is probably no. Well, the chamber temp looks high too. TH0. There's my thermistor, my 0. There's my bed thermistor. Or was that my hot end thermistor? Thermistor 0. I wonder. Let's see. Okay, I have to. Am I missing a wire altogether here? I shouldn't be. But anything's possible. Okay, let me just let me lower the bed here so I can actually see underneath it. Or actually, I guess I raise the bed so I can see underneath it here. Hey, MG20TX. So yeah, let me turn this. Just going to turn this around a little bit so I can actually see this easier. I'm going to power this off for now so I can unplug it. I'm going to turn this around and around once more. Okay, so looking under here, there's my, okay. Oh, you see, I got a broken wire. I have a broken wire in here. Aha. Can I get a, here, let me see if I can get a camera on to show you here. Obviously, something occurred. Here, let me share my pane. Let's see if I can get this into the right spot. Right there, and if I zoom this in, and right here. Is that focused? It is, but you can see right here, broken wire right there. And I'll bet you dollars to donuts when I unplug this, that is the bed thermistor. It is. So we have a broken wire on the bed thermistor, hence the cause of the issue. So how that happened? Hey, wires break. So let's go ahead and, let's see if I can keep it at this angle. And I'll work overhead. Let's cut this zip tie off here. And I'm going to have to repair this. Cut this zip tie. Oh, wow, did it ever break? How did I not notice this? Let's cut all these wires off. I mean, it obviously broke when I pulled the wires to tie them down. You know, when you're working with so many wires, you just don't notice things. So in here, okay, well, where the heck? Where is the second wire? Like I've got one wire coming off of this thing, and there's another end to it somewhere. There's the other end right there. Right here. There's my broken wire. I probably did, and you know what? It's a clean cut. It's not like it's ripped, and I'll bet I did inadvertently cut it while cutting a zip tie. I'll bet that's exactly what happened, and I didn't even notice it. Okay, well, hey, no big deal. This kind of stuff happens when we're working with this. Fortunately, there's enough wire here. I can actually just I can cut it off even right here and just add a new plug to it. So let me find my wiring kit. Here we go. So we get to do a little bit of work. Usually wires break. Wire breaks don't separate the cover. Oh, okay. Well, anyway, something happened. It's an easy fix. Oh, it is. I'm going to pull this forward a bit here, so I'm closer to it, and I'll see if I'll share the pain of what I got to. I'm going to reach around here and do it. So I'm going to cut this off. Cut that even right here. There we go. And I don't have to worry about polarity, so that's a good thing. With thermistors, generally, you don't need to worry about polarity. Strippers, Wire strippers. When I say strippers, I'm talking about these. I just don't blurt out strippers in my streams that often. Okay, so let's go ahead and that should be plenty. And that's plenty. Okay. Now the fun part is getting these little pins right here. See these in my massive fingers, these little pins. The fun part is getting these things crimped, but I've actually gotten pretty used to it. And if I must, yeah, accidental snipping is much easier to find. Yeah. If I must brag, I'm actually getting pretty good at crimping these little things. So, okay, actually, I'm going to back this out a bit because it's a little close now. There we go. So I can bring this in. Whoops. Man. Let's come in from underneath. It'll be easier. I'll twist these wires a bit here. Nice vertical crimper. I don't know if it's a vertical crimper. These are the crimpers I use right here. The iWis or whatever they're called. These things work really well. Anyways, we put the wire in, make sure we get the sheathing, and one crimp. Let's see. And it's good. Let's grab another pin. So what I do is I carefully, and I've learned this the hard way, many trial and errors, is I kind of pre-grip the little pin, or whatever we call this thing. Pre-grip it in the crimper, make sure I'm not in too far, so that I'm not flattening out the wrong spot. And then we throw it in and crimp. And we're good. And we're good. Yeah, these are decent crimpers. I mean, I paid a little extra money because it's iWis and it's a really good brand, but man, it's been a great crimper. Okay, and then we have this guy. And again, we don't have to worry about polarity, so he goes in. Okay, that one's in. Make sure I get this the right way around. Did I crimp this too tight on the bottom? I think I screwed this one up. Let's see if it'll lock in. I think I pinched the locking pin. Let's see. Yeah, I screwed this one up. Okay. So I just have to throw another piece on this one. That's okay. Not a big deal. As long as I don't do it too many times in a row, then my wire gets shorter and shorter and shorter by 2 millimeters at a time. There we go. Just means I had the little pin in a tad too far, and I had actually gripped the, there's that little nib that, I call it a nib, whatever. There's that little piece that sticks out. Yeah, there's that little piece that sticks out that locks it into the plug. And I think I just had that in a little bit too far. And that looks much better. Yep, we're good there. So this should now nicely plug into this. There we go. We have repaired it. So now I can go ahead, plug it back in. Okay. I'm going to grab another zip tie here. Actually, a couple more zip ties. Hey, John Strand. Just had to do a quick wire repair here. We had snipped a thermistor wire on the bed. So let's get this zip tie through this guy. There we go. I'll tidy up all these wires a bit here. And I'll try not to break a wire again this time. It's crazy. I didn't notice that last time or notice that before. But hey, at least we found the issue. Okay. And then another zip tie up there. Let's tidy up these ones a little bit here. Whoa. That was just me punching the camera. I don't know why. Camera never did anything to me. Okay, here we go. Come on. There we go. Should be good. Okay. Let's carefully snip the end off the zip ties. Didn't snip any wires. Yay! So we should be good now. I'm going to put this package away. Let's get rid of the old plugs. Make sure there's no wires hanging where they shouldn't be there. I think we're good. We're good. Okay, so throw these things back in the drawer. And that should have solved our issue. So let's go ahead. We'll stand. I don't even need to stand this up right now. We can just leave it in a lying down position. And we will plug it back in. And turn it on. And let's see what happens. Gotta love the colors. Look at the colors. Aren't they great? Ah. Yes, remove the minus temperature from the config. As soon as this boots up, we will do that. Okay, so the lights, chamber lights are automatically coming on when it starts up, which is okay. I don't mind that. It's not a big deal. But boy, they look cool lit up with those multicolor thingamadoobers. Okay, here we go. Okay, let's go back into. So we're good. Oops, wrong one here. It helps if I do this. So we have the we booted up. So let's go back in the machine. Let's go in the printer config file. Let's change that bed minimum temperature back to 0. Okay, and let's save and restart, and we should not get that error now. That should have been the issue. And we're gonna, here we go, and good. Bed temperature is 19.5. Yeah, so chamber temperature, 54.9. Now, the interesting thing is there is no chamber thermistor. I don't have a chamber thermistor. So, and you notice it's holding nice and steady at 54.9. That's because there's no chamber thermistor in this. So the wire that is meant for the chamber thermistor is the wire that's going to the NeoPixel on the hot end, to that logo NeoPixel. So yeah, that bed temperature looks much more, and it makes sense that the nozzle and bed temperature are pretty much the same because, hey, they're both made out of metal and they're both in the same environment. So they look good. They're looking good. Okay, so let me stand the printer up again now. Now that we know that is working. Okay, That's just a disaster waiting to happen. I have too many wires on my floor. Common problems amongst these type of builds, right? Let's lift this up without hurting myself. There we go. Okay, so let's see if I can't, let's go and see if I can get that display working. Need to check on the the pi temperature. I don't think the pi thermistor, let me check something here. Let me go ahead and I'm going to copy a couple things over from the other, from the 2.4. 10.0. So here's my 2.4. Let me go to the printer config file for it. Because I'm going to end up copying a few things over here and then tweaking them like the clicky probe. But there's something in here about the Raspberry Pi, the serial. There's something. There's a command in here that shows me the temperature of the Pi. I don't remember where it was though. I thought it was near the top. I could be wrong. So we have our clicky probe config we're going to copy over. We have our NeoPixel config we're going to copy over. Where are my chamber and where are my temperature? Let me just look this up. Yeah, I'll comment out chamber and config for sure. Am I lying? Does this one actually show my Pi temperature? It does. My Pi temperature and my MCU, my board and my, there's somewhere in there where I can get the temperature for my main board and the Pi, and I just don't remember. Anybody remember what it's called? I know it's in the printer config somewhere because it's a couple lines that I added to get those two temperatures. I don't remember where I put it though. Maybe I put it towards the bottom just before the macros. Yeah, right here. There we are. There's the lines right there, temperature sensors. So I'm going to copy these guys. Okay. Copy these. Let's go into this one. Let's go into the machine, printer config, and these can go anywhere. So I'll put them in the same spot just before the macros, because that way I'll know where they are. Down at the bottom. I've got to figure out the displays here yet too. So I'm just going to pop these in here. Now let's look at the chamber. Let's look up chamber and comment out the chamber temperature. Unless it's not called chamber. There we are. Here we are. So we found it. So chamber temperature. So apparently, so I can highlight all this and then go command/. Holy crap. Did you see that? No, you probably didn't because my stupid picture mug is in the way here. I don't know why that's facing that way. That should be facing here so you can see the surprised look on my face. But yeah, I just did the command command/, and it uncommented all those things. So let's go ahead and save and restart. And that should give us better temperature readings up here, and it should have our MCU and our temperature sensor chamber temp must be specified. Oh, I think I didn't comment out enough. Okay, let's try that again. And this time you guys will be able to see it. Let's go to machine, printer config, chamber. Temperature sensor chamber. Oh, okay. I got to comment that line out too. Of course. There we go. I didn't comment that line out. So now if we save and restart, we should be okay. There we go. Okay, there. Now we have our MCU temperature, so our Octopus board, and then our Raspberry Pi, 39.4. So these all looks good. Good. Command / I know. I highlighted it all and it commented everything out. So it's so friggin' cool. I mean, these are things I love to learn. Okay. Damn cold. Okay. I'm going to take care of all these things up here one by one. Pause, resume, G-code macro. We'll worry about the macros after. Display status. Let's have a quick look at the displays. Now this display I got on this thing is the Big Tree Tech. It's like I think it's a 5-inch or something touchscreen display. But I don't know if it's one of these ones. Let's scroll down and see. I don't know if it's one of these ones that are listed here. So here's our displays. Uncomment for the display you have. So rep wrap discount 128 by 64 or mini 12864. That must be the one I have. Because I know I don't have the rep wrap one. Mini 12864. Well, you know what? Let's try it. So if I highlight all that, Control / that is the coolest. Oh, although it didn't uncomment this one for some reason. Maybe I don't need that one uncommented, or do I? We'll see. If I do, if I don't, I'll comment it back in. It wanted that little space. Okay. Let's see what happens. Let's see if that brings me an error. Okay. Mini LDO. Okay, so I should have left that line uncommented. See, that just tells you that the firmware is a lot smarter than me. Okay. So they wanted that line commented. Okay. Okay, so we have not now. Is the display on? The display is not on. I may need to reboot the computer for the display to work, or either that or that's just not the right display. Okay. Set up Klipper screen for mine. Yeah, and I don't think that is correct. I think you're right, Aaron. So let me go comment them out again because it didn't seem to do anything. It's not compatible with the display I have. But you know what I do? I highlight all that and I go Command /. Oh, that's so easy. That is just so easy. Well, let's I'll look up Klipper display. I won't get everything done tonight. We'll stay on here as long as I need to here, but I want to do the let me go through. I want to just make sure all my motors are working. And then so I need to set up Klipper screen. Now Klipper screen, let me look that up. The display, well, it's hooked up. I'm wondering if the cables are. It's hooked up, and it's hooked up to the Pi. It's a Big Tree Tech. The display is actually a Big Tree Tech. What I should really do. It's a Big Tree Tech touchscreen. It probably does need Klipper display. Let me see if I can find some instructions on it. Let's just see if let me try something here. I want to see if there's anything in the LDO documentation, because they do mention both displays, and they do mention the display that I have. So bear with me 1 second while I look this up. So we are, let's see. So I have, let's check my bill of materials. Now this is batch 1. I don't think, let's see what it has. So here, I'm looking here in the bill of materials. Let's look at the electronics, see if I can find the display here. That might be down under, no, okay. Okay, it's going to be up top then. Cable kit, bearing, pulley. 4.3 capacitive display. Okay, it's definitely not that one. So, Kaiua is the ticket. I know. Oh, they do. Well, okay. How do I get Dan? DB3D Dan mentioned that before too. So, how does one get Kaiua, whatever you call it? How does one get that? I've not used that yet. So, because Kahua, they that installs everything you need. But I'm just looking here. Let's just see where I found it. Trident, and then it was the wasn't the wiring. It was the so the display I have, when it talks about the display and what to print, touchscreen mount. Okay, for all of you, I have the Big Tree Tech touchscreen, basically, is all I know. Big Tree Tech touchscreen, 12864. Okay, so that was the correct 12864. So under printer config, that was the correct one, I believe. Sorry, I know I'm driving you guys nuts going back and forth, but yeah, 12864. So that was the correct display. So I can uncomment all that, but obviously I need to install Klipper Screen. So I can uncomment all that. That's fine. That's not giving me an error, but I need to install Klipper Screen. So where do I get Kaiau? Okay, Klipper Screen. Let me look up Klipper Screen. Okay. Okay. Installation. Oh, okay, I see. It's oh, of course, Kaiua right there. John, ignore Nightbot. You're allowed to post links. Just ignore Nightbot. I'm gonna go to that link you put. Nightbot is evil. Okay. Oh, here we go. Okay, so instructions. Oh, okay. If you haven't run sudo apt get install get y. Okay. Okay. So there's the instructions. So let me go ahead and open Okay, let me go ahead here then, and we will go to command prompt. Come on, get over here. That's SSH. Hi at. Okay, let's get in here. Okay, so sudo apt get okay. Okay. Now we're gonna go. We'll get this. We'll get this. Nightbot is being mean. I know. Just ignore it. CD. Oops. And tilde. I think we're already at the base anyways. Yeah, there we are. Okay. Now get. And just like that. Look at that. Did you take a fridge break in the middle? Look at that. We are here. So what we want to do is, I guess we want to install. So number one, and we want to install Klipper web interface, touchscreen GUI, Klipper screen, number 5. Is it this simple? Really, is it this simple? I know, design, build it, repair it, but I always type stuff. I don't know. It's just me. I know copying and pasting, it's a whole lot better because it's less chance of error. So here we go. It looks like we're installing Klipper screen. Oh, okay. That's a big install. But I guess it's a lot of graphics and stuff. Yeah, I know if you don't type it out right, I know. Copying and pasting is so much easier. Let's see, I gotta mute myself. Okay, hopefully I did mute there. I didn't want you guys to hear me snorting. I hate head colds. I gotta take a nighttime Tylenol. Still going. Oh my goodness. This is all Klipper screen? This better be one friggin' amazing looking screen then. That's all I can say. Oh, this is awesome. I got to remember the Kahlua or whatever. I'm just going to call it Kahlua because I won't remember the name of it otherwise. So I'm calling it Kahlua, even though it's called Kiahu. I think Kahlua sounds just as good. Mm-hmm. I'll have to remember that for next time. Building dependencies. Well, I'm depending on this to work. So there's one dependency. Installing dependencies. Cool. A couple days ago, you finally just got CAN bus working. Cool. Now, do I know what CAN bus is? No. Should I? Maybe. I learn as I go. I wonder if this water is still good. It's been here about a week. Water is water. There we go. Oh, so I can continue working while this is installing? Really? Okay. So if I come back over to here, virtual SD card is not defined. Okay, let's go under here. Let's look under printer config. Let's do a search for SD. It's not what I wanted to do. I want to command F, control F, virtual. Virtual. No, SD. Oh. So it seems like there's nothing. So let me check. Let me check my other printer config. And let's go command F and virtual. Why did you do that? Stop. Virtual SD card. There we go. So I can just copy and paste this because that's not necessarily printer specific. Copy. That is up under. Oh, that's just up under the top under printer kinematics, etc., etc. Printer kinematics, core XY, XY stepper. So I can just actually come in here, scroll down a couple lines, and paste that right in here. Line 1 got accidentally inserted. I saw that. Yeah, I think I'm okay. I think I corrected that. .git. Yeah, I did. Oh, there's Kahiwa right there. It talks about. Anyways, okay. So now, if I save and restart, it's not going to affect. Oh, did it finished already? It must have finished already. Okay, so let's save and restart. We should get rid of that virtual SD card error. Okay, file contains Pi printer config. Oh, I did screw up that top line, didn't I? How did I screw that up? Maybe I just got to delete that. Four wires held up by a rubber band. Okay, line 1. So I've screwed something up on line 1. Or was there supposed to be a space there? I think that's what I did. Let's just see. No. Okay, what did I screw up there? Do I actually need this? No, I don't think I need that. Let's just see. Okay. Now, do I need to? Yeah, I accidentally pasted the Clue link. Yeah, that's what I did. So we got rid. Actually, I can probably just get rid of that whole line. Yeah, you're right. I did accidentally paste something in there because that whole line should not have been. Yeah. Yeah, let's get rid of that line altogether. There we go. So should my display be working now that I've installed Klipper screen, or do I have to? Okay, let me actually, why don't I just look at the instructions that I had up? Where was it for Klipper screen? Instructions, there we go. Well, that was the instructions for Kahlua. But we installed Klipper screen. Wrong window. So we installed Klipper screen. Restart Klipper screen service. Restart Klipper screen service successful. So we did install Klipper screen, and I believe that I did uncomment the screen section here for the proper screen. We did right here for the display. So should the display, the screen is not on. No. Now, do I need to reboot possibly for the screen to come on? That's my question. I shouldn't have to reboot, John says. Okay. Now, I wonder if it could be my wire. Interesting. Reboot is the best. I'm going to reboot anyways. Yeah, let's reboot it. Let's see what happens. So let's save and close that. Well, it's not going to close because I just turned the printer off. And then let's restart the printer and see what happens. Oh, that was the answer to another question. Okay, let's see if the display comes on eventually here. We will see. Display and config doesn't allow access for Klipper screen. Oh, so I don't need to have that that display and config turned on? No display and config. Okay. So basically, okay, let me get this, let this reboot here. Okay, so we will, so what you're saying is I can comment all that display stuff out because that's got nothing to do with Klipper screen. Okay. This guy here. So I guess I got to check my display connections. You got about a 3-second lag. Okay, that's weird. I got about a 1-second lag on my end. That's weird. Okay, so let's go ahead then and I'm going to go ahead and have a look at the cable connections in this case. That's not going to work. This will work. Okay. Why did that one light just turn off? Did I, oh, I see why. Okay. Even if it's a white screen. Okay, so obviously I've got something not right here. So I'm going to power off for a minute, unplug. And let's, actually, I'm going to just take my display out. Wrong one. Okay. And we'll take the display out, make sure it's wired up correctly. We're going to unhook everything, and we'll make sure it's very possible, because I have done it before. It's possible I have the pins turned the wrong way on the ribbon cables. It is a big Tree Tech display. I'll show you the. I'm taking it right out here, so I'll tell you in a second here. So we're gonna remove it completely. Okay, let's get this out of here. I'm just gonna undo this. Okay, and yeah, I'm going to pop it right out of here. Where are you, little Phillips? There you are. It is a ribbon. Well, that's not the right size. Timaroo. We'll just make sure I don't have the ribbon cable bent or twisted or inserted the wrong way. So if I just take the display out and just use the raw display without being in the case. Okay, I don't want to lose those. Those, there's this one. What's going on with that one? Is that a different kind of screw in there? Hang on. Let's just see here. Oh, that one already came out. Okay. Oh, I see. Oh, that's so weak. I was going to reprint that anyways. I got slack from Zenbender the other day that I had blue on the front. I just broke a piece on it, but I was going to reprint it in yellow anyway, so that's okay. It's a quick print. Okay, so here we are. So we have the ribbon cable. Oh, ribbon cable's on a bit of an angle here, number one. Okay, so that's in fine here. Okay, let's make sure that we are in. And we are in. We have the pins going down. And then in the pie, Pi one is in fine. This is a Big Tree Tech Pi, so TFT 4.3 version 2. So it is a 4.3 inch touch display that still has the plastic on it. Wouldn't hurt if it is. No. Okay, so let's plug this back in. Turn it on. The wire, this was a little twisted. Oh, see, it just popped right out. So come on. Maybe that was in upside down. Maybe that was the problem. Ah. That's just so loose there, though. Okay, I'm going to turn this off again. So that is just, now there's a little retaining pin here, I know. Let's pull this little black pin down. So we pull that black one down. We put the wire in. It was in upside down. We put the wire in. Okay, hang on a minute here. What am I doing wrong? These things are so fragile, I don't want to break it, but okay, whatever I did, I closed it up. Yes. Pull it up and then down to lock in place. Okay, up. Okay, lift the black up. Okay. This works a little different than the Pi one did. Slide it in and then push it down. Ah, okay, there we go. Okay. Thanks, John. I just don't, I broke one of these on something else one time and I didn't want to do it again. Okay, let's go ahead and power it on. Okay, now we have a red light coming on the display, so that should be working. Okay, what's dropping here? Get out of my way. Okay, let's see what comes on the display, if anything. So we do have power to the display. We have a red light. Let's see if anything pops up on the display. We're waiting. Probably flipped. Even though we have red power. Okay, well, let me try flipping it. Let me try flipping it. Okay, so we lift up on that to unlock it. We turn it. We'll put it in this way. Okay, let's see. No, and there's no light on it now, so no light at all. So it had to have been in the right way. Yeah, so it was in the right way. Okay, so let's try this again. Okay, in, down, okay. I'll double check the Pi one. Oh, the Pi one's definitely good. The Pi one has a little bit of a different. It's got a black one that kind of pushes down with it to put pressure on it. And that might not have been in fully. I think the red means that it's getting power. Now, I didn't hit the reset button or anything, but let's go ahead and So now we're going to have, yeah, the red comes on again, and I think that just means it's got power coming to it. And but nothing coming on the display at the moment. Now I know on my little displays, it doesn't come on until the Raspberry Pi is fully booted up, and the Raspberry Pi takes a second or two to boot up. Yeah, see if yours comes on right away, Greg, or if it needs to wait till the Pi boots up. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, waiting till the Pi boots. It usually takes a second. We'll see. Nothing yet. Yours showed the 4 raspberries. So there's nothing happening here yet. There's no pins to configure here. If I hit reset, does that... Probably doesn't do anything, no. So we're booted. Let me see if we're actually booted up into mainsail right now. Okay, we're booted up and in. So nothing's showing up on here. So the ribbon looks like it's not damaged or anything here. Seems okay. I'm running mainsail OS. Now in mainsail, do I have to uncomment the section for this display? Because I've commented it all out. You know what I'm saying? Oh, we got some chamber fans coming on. Do I need to uncomment that section in mainsail? So we have display in mainsail. We have under the display section right here. This is the display I have, the Mini 12864 LCD display. So my question is, do I need to uncomment this stuff? I don't have to uncomment that. Okay. Thick blue part. Okay, let's so the thick blue part should be on the outside of the display. Okay, so what you're saying then, Greg, is that this part here, wrong camera, sorry. This part here, the outside of the display, meaning this. So if I power this off again, I want to make sure. So you're saying that the blue part should be outside the display like this? So this should be looking like this, is what you're saying. Oh, this is not a Mini 12864 display. Okay, this is a Pi TFT43. You are so right. You think I had it right? Okay, yeah, because otherwise the light wasn't coming on. Okay, I'll seat this. I'll double check on the Pi. Okay, so that is seated. That is in there. Let me double check on the Pi. So the Pi, we pop the little black connector up. No, hang on. Okay, hang on. Let me just get this around so I can see what I'm doing here. So the Pi has this little connector where we pop the black sides up, like so. The ribbon cable pops out.
Unknown caller.
Unknown caller. Well, if you're unknown, I don't want to answer you. So this really can only go one way as well. That can only go this way. Let me just make sure that is seated correctly in there. Okay. Am I in? Okay, hang on. Am I in the right? Okay, let's see. There are, now maybe I have it connected in the wrong part of the Pi. So on the Pi, if you guys can see here, check the back light, small knob. There may be all of it all to off. Oh, I see. So on here, I have a ribbon cable connection right here. Okay, on the far left side of the Pi, which is just below where the micro SD card goes. And I also have one right here. Let me just see if I can read. Okay, yeah, this is display. This is camera. Okay, so I'm connected to the right display port. Oh, that's true. Oh, there's a little dial here too. I wonder if that's set to off. Oh, wouldn't that be it if that was it? You know what that would remind me of? Okay, let me get this back into the Pi. That'd be embarrassing if that's what the issue is, wouldn't it? Let me get this ribbon cable back in. Okay, we're back in. We're powering up. We have our red light. Let's move this dial. Kind of to the middle. Backlight. No, nothing. Although let's let the Pi boot up. This might not be it. You just tweeted me a picture. Okay, I'll have a look. Okay, I don't see. Let's have a look. tweet, tweedly dee, tweet, tweedly dee. Okay, let's have a look here. And yeah, that's the way I have it plugged in, Greg. Okay. Yeah, I checked it. Can I hit refresh on my chat? How do I hit refresh on chat? Did I tell the Pi to use this? Maybe I didn't, Aaron. Maybe I didn't, Aaron. That could be a step I've missed. Now, is that something I've got to go in SSH, log into the Pi and tell it that? That could very well be. Because, yeah, we're not getting a display here at all. And maybe that's it. Maybe the Pi does not know to use the screen via the ribbon connector as opposed to the to some other way. Okay, well let's check it and see. Try not to lose any of these little screws, Tim. Okay. Okay. Under the impression it would be plug and play. Me too. Okay, well, let's log into the Pi and see if there's anything like that. Here, let me switch over. Oh. Okay, let's log into the Pi here. Let's go command prompt. Let's go ahead and SSH and do it. Now, how do I get to the... I think, let me remember. I have to remember how to get... I don't know all of my Pi commands, so I need to refresh. And I believe I go into make menu config. And I don't know if it's in there. No, probably not. No. Oh, no, that wouldn't be it. Sudo raspi config. Let's try that. Okay, let's have a look here. Thank you, Aaron. Display options, configure display settings. Let's look in here. Resolution, disable screen blanking. So that's not going to be it. So let's go back. Interface options. I don't see anything in here. SPI, DSI. This is just your standard Pi display. Okay, so let me see what other options we have. Configure display settings, system options. No, that's not going to be it. I think it would be interface options. You had to enable SPI. Normally, Kahua sets all of that stuff. I wonder if, do I still have that window open? I do. Now, so it should have set it up for Klipper screen. Like, I don't know. Yeah, I'm kind of lost when it comes to some of this stuff, as you guys can obviously see. Be under advanced options. No. I thought it would be an interface. No. I'm kind of lost. No, I didn't use it to install Mainsail. I used it to install Klipper screen. So, yeah, why it's not working, I don't know. It's plugged in right. We have a red light saying it has power. I'm playing with the backlight button. Nothing is happening. Don't think I'm missing anything as far as the hookup. What did that just do? That was weird. Oh, okay. Let me minimize this. Let me minimize this. Let me restart this. I want those fans to stop. There we go. Okay. Uh-huh. 1 second. Okay, let's try that. Sudo mainsail UI restart Klipper screen. Really? Okay, well, that's not the right place. Where was I? Let's get out of here. Let's quit. Let's just quit this for now. Plug and play. You can check. Okay. Maybe I'll check. I'll watch a YouTube video, see if I did something wrong. Okay. Anyways, let's. You vote for the ribbon cable bad. Upper right button. What's that saying? Moonraker warning. Oh, that's okay. That's just. Why are you restarting? Come on. There we go. Klipper screen. Oh, there it is right there. That's what you were meaning, Bill. Yeah. Maybe the ribbon cable. Is this, what size ribbon cable is that? I have. Is this the same size? I have a brand new ribbon cable here. Is this the same size? Let's see. I have a brand new ribbon cable right here. I don't know if it's the same size though. It is the same size. Yeah, it is exactly. It's long. Let's try this. Let's make sure it's the right number of pins. I bought it as a camera extension ribbon cable, but I'm sure it's exactly the same, and it is. It's exact size, and it's got the same number of pins. Okay. Let's try it. Okay, so we'll just why not, right? Brand new cable. Okay, one end in, and boom, boom. So I can always buy a shorter ribbon cable. Okay, there we go. Let's have a go. If it's too long, just cut it in half. There you go. Okay, so we got ribbon cable. See what happens. And then if this fails, I'll try one more thing. No, it doesn't look like this is going to go. Did I check? Oh, okay. Thanks, Bill. I appreciate everything you've contributed. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. Let me check what Greg is saying here too. Give me 1 second here. Pseudo nano. Let me check that file. Let me get back into. Let me go into here. Actually, let me start a new session. Log back into the Pi. Okay, let's try what Greg is suggesting here. The cables are in the right way, yes. Let me go back up here. Scroll back up. So I'm going to try what Greg is suggesting. Pseudo nano /USR/share. I know I could copy and paste. x11/org.conf.d/90-monitor.config. Okay. Okay, so now, what do I do from this screen? What do I do here? Should be monitor config, GNU Nano 5.4. Empty file. A section called monitor. Okay. Does not exist. Okay, could be. Let me do the copy and paste thing. Could be I copied and pasted it wrong, or that I typed it wrong. I got to go to this window and copy. Okay. Uppercase X. Let me get out of here and try it again. Command exit, control exit. Oh, that's not control, that's alt exit. Oh, come on. How do I get out of here? That's the easy way out, just like that. No, well, let me just have a look here. No, there we are. Now I can get in. Type in that, I believe it was the, now let's go ahead and see what this does. Okay. So that does not exist. So it's telling me that that directory that you pointed me to does not exist. Troubleshooting link on this page as well. Uppercase X. Uppercase X. Okay. Oh, come on. Okay, so you're saying an uppercase X under here, or is it under Xorg? Should that make a difference? Hmm. Jeez. I'm so lost when it comes to this sort of stuff, but I think I just screwed something up. Empty file means it wasn't created. So maybe what I need to do is do a reinstall of Klipper screen. Mm-hmm. Let me see if there is a. Let me have a look over here. Let me just check something real quick here. That is weird. Every time I move this, it turns my chamber fans on. Something's going on. Why would it turn my chamber fans on just from picking this up off the desk? tell me why. Oh, well, this is interesting too. Hang on. Let me shut this off. This is interesting too. I'm going to undo this cable. I just noticed that this cable, this little thing here, this is broken. This cable is sitting loosely in here on this piece. I wonder if, and then this little black piece just fell off. Huh. That could be an issue. Well, let's see. Obviously, if we're not getting a good cable connection from this, which is obviously coming from the display, that goes in there. But what is holding it tight should be this little black piece. Now, is this broken or did this just fall out? I think that's broken. Just my luck. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, now, if this has been like this all along and this is the reason, yeah, I can usually reattach it. I'm trying. I'm just trying to see. The fact that I have a head cold does not help me much. It almost looks like there's two little pieces. Okay, let's just see if I can figure out how this goes in here. Is that? No, the cable's not snug in there yet. And as long as that cable is not snug, it's not making proper connection, I am guessing. So what the heck is that? Yeah, that's just dangling there. Okay. Now, what's this other one look like? Because they're the very same. They're very similar. See, this other one's like it's hinged. Okay, and this one here doesn't have anything to hinge on. Unless, like, it wedges in. Like, geez. Just my luck, I got a broken cable. A broken cable restrainer. You know what? Let me try. Let me just give me 1 second. I have somewhere here. Okay, I have a big Tree Tech 7-inch touchscreen display, which should be very similar and still work. So, and I'm going to hook it up to this one. This will tell me, because I suspect this might be the culprit here. Read Alan B's comment. Just pulled mine out of the box. The black lever goes on the back side of the connector. Yes. Oh, I know that. Yeah. But here, I've got a brand new display here, 7-inch touchscreen. Let's see if it works on this one. And if it works on this one, then I'm good. If it works on this one, this is going to be the culprit right here. Let's just have a peek. So let's lift this. Oh, this is the one that pulls up, and then we slip. Okay, so I'll throw this in here. Okay, we'll lock it in. There we go. Okay, let's see if this one works. Because really, this is pretty much the same, except bigger. Can I put one on here? I guess I could if I wanted to. Oh, look at that. Oh, no, I thought, oh, yeah, look at that. Look at that. Look at this. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll adapt this for a 7-inch display. Bad screen. So I have a feeling it's that wire. Let's just wait till we get to the main Klipper screen here. There we go. There we go. This is it. So temperature, homing, configuration, the touchscreen should work. Although nothing's going to work, I don't think yet. Then I have a button up here. It says, there's my contrast button. There's my flip, which flips it upside down. Extruder 23, yada, yada, yada. And maybe it's because I got this on here that these don't work. Yep. Okay, so that's it. So that, we know the problem is. Okay, so let's undo this cable. Well, see, it's handy to have spare stuff around. So, so that tells me right there that I'm beating a dead horse worrying about the software and the firmware and all that other stuff. So, it's got to be this connector right here. Okay, and black piece back first, and then put the ribbon cable in. Okay, so let's do this. Let's put the black piece back in first. Let's go ahead and do this. Oh, God, freaking stick. Wouldn't you know it? You cringe every time I power it off. Why? Should I be shutting it down through the firmware? Is that why, Greg? Should I be? Oh, okay. I just dropped that black piece. It's just the kind of night I've been having. But that's okay. That's all right. Man, it could have gone anywhere. It could, and I have black rug right beside me. I'm going to have to MacGyver something up on this. Or do I have another display somewhere. Give me 1 second. would I put it? Boards. Whoops. It's all good. Nothing to see here. Okay. Yeah, I have another display, but it doesn't have the same ribbon cable attachment on it. This is a Duet 3. I was hoping I could maybe pull off the little black piece. Oh yeah, the screen is optional. I can move on and work on other things, but yeah, okay. Anyways, yeah, I thought I could steal a little ribbon cable lock off of another display, but can't do that. Okay, we'll worry about that after. But you are 100% correct, Alan. Too many clicks to do things on Klipper screen, in your opinion. Yeah. Anyways. Okay, so let's put this aside with the other display here. And I shall just don't want to lose these screws for the display. So those will go in my little metal can, magnetic can. I got to reprint that front face anyways. So, okay. And let's, for now, pop off the ribbon cable off the Pi. Print my own slide in, yeah. Okay, well, that kind of does that. That's that. For now, anyways. Okay. There we go. Oh, now that I've got all that crap out of the way, what's next? Pause resume is not defined in config. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is try and get rid of some of these errors. Preheat and shut down, yeah. I'll get it working. I will. I'll get it working, no problem. It's just now that we know the problem, I will get a fix, or I'll just get another screen. But I'm sure I can come up with a fix for that. Hell, I could even steal the one off this big one, but maybe I'll adapt it for this big screen. What not? Why I've got no other plans for that 7-inch screen, so why not? Anyways, we are. Don't fall off of my table, ATEM. Okay, so pause resume is not defined in config. G-code macro pause is not defined. So I'm going to basically, I might be able to steal some macros from my 2.4 because basically I should be pretty much the same startup and shut down and pause and resume macros. Let's have a look and see. Except we're not quad gantry leveling. We're doing something different on this one. It's either this or I can just test my motors and see if all my motors are working and going in the right direction. I kind of honestly didn't didn't know how far I'd make it tonight, but I'm pretty good so far. Pause, resume. Okay. G-code macro M600. I'm just trying to see if there's any reason I can't just copy. Hey, Andrew. Z-tilt for Trident. Yeah. But the Z-tilt still needs a probe. So until I get the clicky probe going, I can't do my Z-tilt. You know what? Let's do some stepper buzzes and just see. I don't want to spend too much more time on here. I've been going a little over 2 hours. Holy crap. I didn't intend to be doing it this long. Stepper buzz. Let me find my Voron documents here real quick. And because I like to follow through their documents. We've got the firmware, we got the software, firmware. Okay. And okay, we're all through that part. Now we're going to, let's see, not the tuning, I need the initial startup. Software configuration. Yeah, we've already got that done. So I'm looking at initial startup. Yeah, I'm going to go tap. I do have a tap. I was sent, Zixelter was nice enough to send me this guy. We're on tap kit. I'm probably going to put that on the 2.4. Now that I've already built my hot end on here and put my clicky probe on here. But we do have one tap kit, and from what I understand, I'm going to want to order another one and put it on both anyways. So, so we will see. Yeah, we got the tap. Andrew, we do have the tap, as I said, but that's going to go on the 2.4 for another build. Oops, helps if I power the printer on. The displayless printer. And you know, it's true. We don't need the display up and running now to configure everything. The display is just a nice convenience to have. Yeah, with clicky or the tap. No, I know I don't need both. But I'm going to put clicky on this anyways. Clicky's fun to. I love the configuration aspect of clicky, and the clicky works great on the 2.4. Don't get me wrong. I've had nothing but successful first layers on that 2.4 with the clicky probe. So, but apparently the tap's even more accurate. So, okay, we're in here. Initial startup checks. Let's just double check some of our startups that we can do right now. And then I'm going to copy the clicky configuration file from the other printer as well, and then just configure it for this printer. Yeah, I love the fact that there's predefined macros for all this stuff. Somebody else has done all the hard work. Okay, I can't do any homing, but I can check my motors, verify my temperature. So actually, that's a good idea. I can check my Okay, let's try the let's see if we're going to heat up the nozzle. Let's go to 50. Let's go to 55. Fan comes on, and we're going to make sure the nozzle heats up. I've got to hot tighten this thing anyways before I print. And I'm getting nozzle heat. How long can I touch it? Oh yeah. Okay, nozzle's heating up. I've got to do a PID tune on these things anyways. It says it's 55. It doesn't. I guess you can hold it at 55. It's not that hot, but it is warm. Okay. Okay, so just curious. I want to go up to see if it gets hotter at 80. Oh yeah, that gets hot. Okay, good. Nozzle heats up. Let's turn the bed up to 55. See what happens on the bed. Let's make sure we get the bed warming up. Don't have to hot tighten the Dragon? Really? Oh, okay, just sort of tighten it when it's cold. Because I can actually still undo the nozzle by hand. It's that loose. Oh man, Greg, I read that fast, and it said I read once I go to cannabis, the chains will be gone. Hey, Matt. We got to make sure the bed's heating. And the bed is 60% power, and the bed is not heating. Okay. And we have a shutdown. Okay, heater bed not heating at expected rate. See the verify heater section in docs config reference MD for the parameters that control this check. Once the underlying issue is corrected, use the firmware restart. Okay, let me make sure that I, in fact, change those temperatures in the printer config. I'm sure I did. Let's see what happens here. Bed. Yeah, minimum temp 0, maximum temp 120. Okay. No, my brain didn't weed out logic. Cool or hot doesn't matter. Okay. So the bed's not heating. I'm going to have to check my bed connections. Okay. Okay, that's one issue we have to check. Well, let me do some stepper motor checks anyways. Well, I can do that. I can check the bed. I'm not going to get it all done tonight. So we want stepper buzz. Stepper equals stepper X. I want stepper X? No, I want read down, stepper X, yeah. Underscore X. Okay, let's see what we get here. Where are we going here? Let me do that again. I think it's up arrow. Yeah. Stepper X is working. Let's do stepper Y. Okay, we got stepper Y movement. Stepper Z. Just stepper Z. And we got Z1 and Z2. So let's see which one is which. This is Z, it's working. This one here. Okay, that's working. Okay, stepper Z1 should be this one here. No, it's the back one. Okay, now we need stepper Z2. It should be this guy, and this one's going good. Okay, so all my stepper motors are working. Got to check my extruder motor. Okay. Let me see if I can confirm if this is moving. Not really able to. Let's see if the fan would shut up. There we go. Now I might be able to hear it. It's either very quiet or it's not moving. No, unknown stepper. Oh. Of course, I don't want stepper. I want extruder. Silly me. I had stepper equals stepper extruder. Oh, man. If I spell extruder right, I'm getting tired. Let's see now. Okay, we have an error. Okay, we have a really interesting error when I did the stepper. The extruder reports error drive status. 000F0060, low side short B, OLA open load A. If the underlying issue is corrected, use the firmware restart. So there's obviously something wrong with the stepper. I wonder if it's the stepper, the current, or the... anyways. My brain is frying right now. I think I need to continue this after 2.5 hours of all of this. Yeah. So we have an issue with the stepper we got to look at. Let me try one more thing. Let me try unlocking the gears. See, make sure I'm not getting a, let's go ahead and restart. Oh, I get it. Okay, I have to actually do a firmware restart too. Okay. Oh, thank you, John. Appreciate that. I'm going to try one more quick thing here. And it should, I just want to see if this still gives me that same error now. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to guess that it's a, could be an issue with the current going to the stepper. I have to check all that stuff, but I'm kind of tired right now, so I think I'm going to call it. And thank everybody that's watching for watching. I appreciate all you guys coming out tonight and all the help that you guys have given me. So I'll continue likely. What are we, Wednesday today? Yeah, Thursday. Probably tomorrow night I'll pop on a little later in the evening, maybe 8:30, 9 o'clock. Go over a couple of these issues. I'll do a little bit of research in the meantime on what's going on, and we will we'll continue this. We made some good progress tonight. We figured out the problem with the screen, so I just have to figure out a way to MacGyver that screen so that those pins stick in. That's obviously the problem. So, and then we'll go from here. This is the long, tedious part, is getting all the firmware set up and everything working fine. We also got to get the clicky probe going too. So anyways, everybody have a wonderful night. We'll catch you guys all later. Sunday, I won't be streaming about this. Sunday's a whole different stream to kick off the new year. As my title says, new stream or new year, new printer. So we're gonna kick that off on Sunday, and we'll catch all you guys probably tomorrow, possibly Saturday. We'll see. But anyways, we'll get this going. It's just a little bit of a firmware hiccup here. So catch everybody later. Have a good night. Everybody have a good sleep, or a good day if you're just waking up. Talk to you guys later. Bye for now.